All right, video number 2. This is the movie and stitch video. I decided to split it up as opposed to putting it together with the other podcast because that's what everybody else is doing. So I figured I don't want to tick anybody off. I would have just rather put it all in one, but I'll play along. Anyway, like I said, I probably will not do the whole alphabet because I don't have a attention span like that. But I picked A. I picked the A movie. I watched it, and I made a hat. So the movie that I picked was Amelie, and the movie takes place in Paris. So what else? I made a beret. The pattern that I used was a free pattern from Lion brand. I got it from Love Crafts, I think. I'm not sure. Mandala tweed stripes Rue Royale Beret. And I didn't have that, but I used Red Heart's Roll With It tweed, and I made the beret. I'm not a beret wearer, so this is very unusual for me. But it was really easy, and I'll be honest with you, it was actually quite boring. It's all single crochet. All single crochet. It took me, I kept putting it down going, I can't do this, I can't do this is killing me. And it took me probably a week, a little bit here, do one row here, half a row here. It was just killing me. It took me like a week to do because it was so boring. But I got a beret out of it. Now, is this the way to wear it? I have no idea. I'm not a beret person. Now, the movie that I watched, like I said, is Amelie, and it's one of my favorite movies because it is quirky. And I did a little bit of research, couldn't find much trivia on it or info on it. It stars Audrey Tautou, and I don't know, us North Americans might know her more with, oh, she did a movie with Tom Hanks, The Da Vinci Code. If I find the poster for it, I'll put it right here. Yeah, so I didn't realize that was the same person, but anyway, it was a great film. It's artistic, it's quirky, it's fun, and it's about a young woman and her quirky upbringing, and she turns into quite an introverted person, and she finds that she has a knack for helping people. In the meantime, also falling in love without ever actually meeting the man that she falls in love with, without actually meeting him face to face. It's such a quirky film. It did get some, little bit of a backlash when it first came out, saying that it portrayed Paris in a way that wasn't reality. It was very romanticized, which is right up my alley. I love that. And I've been to Paris, and I can see what they're saying. Like, I can see, but no big city is exactly as you have it in your mind. Like, to me, Paris, so even when I went there, I didn't see the dirt. I didn't see any of that. All I saw was the romantic side of it. And I loved it. I loved Paris so much. And watching this movie just brings that back. Going, I walked down that street. It was great. But, you know, there's a time for reality, and then there's a time for fluff. And to me, this was an artistic fluff film. It was great. I enjoyed it. What I didn't realize at the time of picking it, or I'd forgotten because I've watched it a few times, it's all subtitles. I don't speak French. I don't understand French. So it's all subtitles. So technically, I watched the movie with this yarn sitting in my lap, but I didn't do it at that time. I had to do it afterwards, because you can't read subtitles and crochet and read a pattern. So yeah, that was my bad. Anyway, if you want to watch a cute little film, be prepared to read subtitles. If you can't speak French. If you can speak French, great, crochet away and watch the film. But if you can't speak French, and like I said, I love it. And it actually, my list of movies are gonna be extremely eclectic. I've already done the B movie. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna share that with you now. I've already finished it, but I'm not gonna post it now because I'm supposed to do it in the order that they're doing it in. So, but my list is extremely eclectic. I have an eclectic tastes in music, and I have eclectic tastes in movies. There is no one genre that I love or dislike, or, well, horror would be at the bottom of the list, but there's a couple of horror films that I enjoyed too. So, but anyway, the B movie that I chose is an 80s movie, and it's called Better Off Dead, starring John Cusack. Yeah, we'll talk about that when I come back and do that video, but I'm already finished. I won't do it in the same video. Anyway, I'm not sure where you can find Amelie. I did not do that much research into it, and you probably won't get a lot of, like, I've been watching some of the other videos and they're doing like trivia and information on the movie. Yeah, that's too much work for me, sorry. If I find something, like I did a quick little search. I couldn't find anything that I found extremely interesting, except for that the outdoor scenes were filmed in Paris, but all of the studio scenes, like the cafes and all that, were made in Germany. I find that interesting. But that was the most interesting piece that I could find, that I found interesting. So if I find interesting things on the movies, I will share it with you. If not, it'll just be a little blurb. Here's the movie I watched, here's what I made. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy I'm joining, and yeah, and we're under 10 minutes. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about my B movie. Have fun, and we will talk soon.